Yo, guys, so I apologize for what's going on with this. I know that it keeps cutting in and out on the trading, but I moved to another spot in my hotel, so hopefully this is going to be a better spot. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. That's all we can pray for, right? And if it cuts out again, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fret about it. Yeah, if it cuts out again, then I'm just not gonna worry, and we're not gonna do live streams for this period of time while I'm at this hotel. But we'll do our best, okay? So what a trade this was. This was crazy. So this is what happened as my stream was cutting out. We were hitting this area, but we had this 2-minute IFEG, SMT with ES, and then we dumped all the way down to the sell side. So this is what I'm talking about as market psychology, right? We had that trade earlier on the 1 minute, if you guys remember. It was right here. We closed above, it was actually the 2-minute as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was. We had this close above this IFEG, and we took a long. We got one contract off here and stopped to break even on the rest. So that's market psychology, guys. You took a trade, and it's a small win, and then we actually closed below. So I think it might have even be close to break even for me. I have to check my stats. But then being able to go back and say, you know what? Trade was stopped at break even. I'm going to enter another trade and not allow the first trade to affect my psychology. That is a definition of good trading. You don't let out, you understand that losing is part of trading. It always has been, always will be. And you don't allow it to affect your psychology at all, and you still execute on a trade immediately afterwards if the opportunity presents itself. And we did, and we got a huge win on this. Look at this RR. This is a 4.4 to 1 RR. Crazy win. After a win slash tiny win slash break even trade. Crazy. So that's that. What do I expect to happen now? I mean, we took out a lot of this LRLR here. That's for sure, but I don't know. I'm not taking any more trades, but oh, this is crazy. So let me just make sure that we're not at 50% yet, and I will tell you where we're going to go here. So, I mean, the trade's almost done, but this is where we're going right here. 19.7, 6.350. We inverse this 1 minute. This was such a good long, guys. I can't even begin to describe to you. Take a partial at 50% after this, so the long would be right here. Stop loss would be a close back below this IFEG. Then the real take profit will be this internal high right here, but at minimum the 50%. By the way, whoever's in the chat, let me know who you are. Is it Chris again? I know Bob's in here, but I'm curious to see who else is in here, what you do. If I don't know you, you know, let me know who you are. All right, there's Bob. What's up, Bob? I know it's been cutting in and out, bro, but I'm hoping that the stream will work now. I moved to a spot. Look at that, guys. Perfect move. So I took I mean, I didn't take this personally, but I would have taken a partial right there. Then you could take a partial in here, and then just hold the rest of your runners to this internal buy side right here. Yo, is it Chris in the stream? Who else is in here? I know Bob's in here, but is it Chris? Was that the guy who was here last time? Or who was here, I think the last time I streamed was like last week. Yo, if you're in this stream right now, if you're new here, let me know who you are, what type of an investor you are, if you're a trader, long-term investor, if you're not even trading yet, if you're learning. I'm curious to see who's in the streams and how or why you came across this and what you're looking to get out of it. Look at this excellent trade that we just got on NQ. If you guys didn't see it, such a good IFVG right here, right? Where did the IFVG come in? It was this fair value gap right here. We closed above it on one candle, one really bullish candle, which was super nice. And then we had a massive continuation, at least to that 50% level that I was telling you guys about, which is the 50% of this leg from the high to the low. So the market works on Fibonacci's in a sense, but it's more like algorithms. And so when you have a leg of downside or upside, doesn't matter which one, you draw the Fibonacci from high to low, and 50% is normally the magnet for price for the algorithms to go to. By the way, guys, if you're also in this stream, please like and potentially comment in the chat, but liking is the most important thing because it helps the algorithm recognize the stream and helps more people see it. So if you could like, that would be great. For the one person who's in here that that hasn't liked, I'm watching you. And I'm waiting to see that like getting clicked. Still waiting, bro. We're at 1 like. I need 2. There's 2 people in here. Wow, cold. All right, so now, guys, we are rejecting from this fair value gap currently. So if we inverse it, we should, in theory, go up to this buy side. If we move on to like the 3-minute chart, we would want to see this 3-minute inverse, right? If we get a 3-minute close above here, then we should go to this internal high at minimum. And hopefully we can get a new high of day. I mean, sometimes that does happen in the markets. Like another thing I like to see is Tesla has a very bullish reaction out of this hourly fair value gap. We rejected this one, but then we came down into this fair value gap and we're pushing now. So that's good. Yeah, so that's awesome. So hopefully we can get an hourly close above this on Tesla, and hopefully we can push much higher than this. Where's this 50%? So again, look at this, guys. It even works on Tesla. So we were just talking about drawing a 50% retracement, right? From high to low of a leg. This is a down leg. 50% is at 226.50. Look where we rejected on Tesla. We had a small wick right above it, but we rejected this hourly fair value gap plus 50%, and now we are coming back to potentially go higher. But yeah, I want to see us come back to this 225 level if we can inverse this hourly or this 4-hour. So that's Tesla. Let's go back to NQ and see what's going on. All right, so let's see if we can get a close above this 3-minute. Yo, if you guys are in this chat and you're not on mute, let me know who you are, what you do for a living. Are you an investor, day trader? You just maybe you're off on a Friday and you're employed. Let me know. I'm curious. Wow, QQQ bouncing off of my double weekly level. This is something else that I try and do. It's not an algorithmic trading strategy. Like, these lines are not created automatically. I put them in, but they tend to act really nicely, especially when we have weekly levels that are double levels like this. I'm just marking highs and lows for the week, the month, the quarter, the year, and they act as magnets for price, and they act as support for price too. Oh, whoops. I don't want to put this on my QQQ chart. Okay, Tesla's looking decent. So we still haven't gotten that 3-minute close. Woo! But yeah. Yeah, guys, I think we're getting close to ending this stream. But let's see if there's anything else interesting coming. I want to see if we get this 3-minute close. All right, still waiting for the 3-minute close, guys. All right, we're about to get the 3-minute close. Let's see if we get it. So the stop is really big here. That's definitely one concern I would have with this trade. As far as macro times are concerned, it is 11:20, so there's not really a macro either. It's lunchtime. So yeah, guys, I actually wouldn't take this personally. Not on a live account, at least. You can take it on paper. First of all, we didn't even get the close, so it doesn't matter, but... yeah, I wouldn't take it in general, though. Just because of the nature of where we are and the time. Okay, guys, so one thing you could try, this is a little bit better of a stop, right? This is a fair value gap, an IFEG within an IFEG. So if we get the close above this, oh, we didn't even make the IFEG yet, but let's see, how many seconds do we have left on this? We have less than 30 seconds left for the close on this candle. So we'd have to see some kind of a IFEG form here. Yeah, so nothing obvious. Nothing obvious in my eyes here. But the ultimate draw is going to be this internal high if we inverse the 3-minute. Time frame visualization. What does this mean? Macros will only be displayed if the current time frame is equal or less to the defined. Oh, okay. So let's do 5-minute. And then we're going to save that as the default. Yeah. Wow, Tesla's pushing again. That's good. 218. Let's look at some swings. End-phase coin. Shopify is doing really nice. I told you guys I want this to 77 minimum. But I think we go up to 83. I think we go up to 91. So I have cut some of my position on this, but I'm letting at least 60% of it run all the way up to this high. I'll maybe take a little bit off at 91, but I'll let like 60% run to this high, and then I'll let maybe 15% run to this internal high. Ulta's doing nicely too, which is good. This one I think is going to go all the way up to the 420s, the 460s. Probably new all-time highs with Buffett in it now. That's just how it works when Buffett owns something. CrowdStrike doing really nicely as well, but on the hourly, I wanted to get to 285. That's where I'm cutting my position. I took a really nice swing trade from all the way in the 220s. I added at 238, 216, 206, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to let that run. Yeah, guys, I would avoid taking anything until a macro time. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going to happen with QQQ, to be honest. We also have this, oh, okay, guys, we have this 5-minute, we got this 5-minute IFEG top here. So that might, so if we could create like a 5-minute order block and close above on the 5-minute, that would be a better trade because you'd have your stop defined as a close back below the order block. Now, this is a wiki order block, so it's kind of questionable where you should put your stop. In theory, it's to this low, but I would probably honestly do like a close below the bodies. So yeah, guys, maybe we get a 5-minute OB here. I'm not sure. One minute doesn't look great. 2 minute doesn't look great. 3 minute doesn't really look great either. But the interesting thing is on the 5-minute, we have two imbalances up here that could be where the market would want to move or potentially get stopped at. But on the 3-minute, we don't have those same imbalances. Everything is taken care of. Everything is rebalanced. So this is where we get patience in a waiting game, right? But also it's not a macro, it's lunch, so not the best time to be trading anyways. Okay, so I'm going to keep it on the 5. And if we get a 5-minute order block and a close above this 5-minute IFEG, we can try. Again, I'm just going to do like an eval or a paper trade because I am 2 for 2. I'm 3 for 3 on the day. One was basically a break-even trade, small win. So I'll count it as a break-even win. And then the other two were profitable. So that first one obviously was this IFEG right here that we closed above, and I took a partial here and got stopped on the rest. Secondary was this IFEG SMT with ES. Stopped to break even at this internal low actually at this internal low, profits at this internal low, and then this internal low for me. The data low sell side was the secondary take profits. And then the third trade that was really good that we took very small size on was this right here. Stop to break even when we hit this internal high and take profits at the 50% of the leg. Are these equal highs? No, they're not. So now, yeah, I'm not going to take this honestly, guys, but I'll watch it just in case. No trading either, just looking around. Lunchtime, no go after a bunch of good setups. Yeah, 100%. If you have 2 wins during the day already, or almost basically 3 wins, why are you looking to take an actual trade with a live account during lunch, not during a macro time? It's just not worth it. Like, you had basically 3 wins. Like, what are you doing? When is enough for the day? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Good thinking, Bob. Great thinking. All right, that's a nice close for sure. Pretty strong close if you ask me. But now we need to see another 5-minute close above. Now we are coming up to the 1150 macro. That is true. Wow, that's a strong push. Yes, we're probably going to miss it, guys, but maybe Jerome Powell or the other Fed speaker said something just now. It's possible. We're probably going to this internal high now. Careful of a rejection from this woman at OB, though. I mean, woman at fair value gap, sorry. Look at that, guys. Rejection from the woman at OB. A very sneaky one, but nonetheless, when you have a 1 minute order, 1 minute fair value gap right next to an internal high, and we've already had a big move, you have to be careful of these. I've learned that over time. Like this type of fair value gap, it seems unlikely that we'll reject from it, but then we get really strong setups from there because it's so unobvious. Not a lot of people are looking at it, and that's just something I've seen over just screen time. Especially if it's the final fair value gap of a leg before an internal high. There's definitely times when we get resistance off of it. Just a forewarning. Yeah. Let's take a look at Tesla quick and see what it's doing. Tesla's still pushing nicely, 218. Let's see if we can get this IFEG close. That would be nice. Yeah, another thing, my TLT position is rocketing right now. I've told you guys about bonds, but this thing is going crazy. I think we're going to 157 next. That's the next buy-side liquidity on the weekly chart, right? This internal high. We got close. We got up to 99, but then we rejected. But yeah, I think that once the Fed cuts rates on September 18th, which is pretty much a guarantee now, we're probably going to see a dump on yields and on bond prices just initially. It just happens. I think it's an algorithmic thing to stop out long traders, potentially, I'm not sure. It just generates liquidity in the market because everyone thinks, like, once the Fed cuts rates, they want to try and front run a trade, but then it goes the opposite of what they think just to get some liquidity and stop people out, and then it continues to the upside. But like in 2007, when we were in this position, we got a pretty small dump on TLT. Let's go back and see actually if we can find it. In 2007, 2016. So in September of 07, right? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I think it was September 15th. Let's go to the daily. I want to see if we can get it to be more precise. 2007 in September, April, May, June, August, September 18th. Let's see where was that. So look, we were like pushing higher here on bonds, right? And then September 18th, we got a pretty big dump the day that the Fed cut rates. And then we just consolidated, and then over the year, we just went ballistic. Look at this. This is from the lows, if you were to buy after they dumped here. Let me take off the magnet tool. Look at this, guys. It was almost a 30% increase over the year. That's crazy. Crazy returns. So that's bonds for you. Wow, look at that rejection on NQ from that 1 minute FEG. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Sheesh. That is unbelievable, guys. Yeah, so guys, if we get a push on bonds in late or early September above 157, I will take profits on that trade for sure. And then I will wait for a retracement if we get it, like a big dump, and then I will buy back. All right, so the macro's coming up, guys. This setup is not half bad, right? Right here, if we get a 3-minute push above this IFEG, not half bad to take up to this internal high and then this buy side. Not terrible. Yeah, so this actually looks kind of promising. It's in a lunch macro too, so it's not bad. But it could easily act as a rejection fair value gap too. Yeah, it looks like we're rejecting off of it, so. All right, we're rejecting from the 1 minute. That is unbelievable. But this could just be like an internal low that, I mean, an internal high that is formed that takes us all the way down to this. It's possible. Definitely possible, guys. Definitely possible. Yeah, NQ is really dumping here. This could definitely be a longer term sell model, honestly. I could see that being the case just based on what I'm seeing right now. But let's see what happens, honestly. Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this looks like it's going to just dump. See if we get this to push a little bit. All right. Yeah, guys, I have a feeling that this 3-minute IFEG is going to be the section where we reverse and we continue down to the ultimate target that I've been talking about, which is this 4 hour. I want to see this sell side get taken before we continue higher. So hopefully we get it. Now this is an obvious bearish candle. It's very strong, which sometimes can be market fake out. That's for sure possible. But yeah, I would prefer, I'm confident that we're going to this daily fair value gap, but I would like to see the market come down and take this internal low first before we get there. Just to stop out some traders who've been long throughout this whole leg. That's what I would like to see ideally. So see if we get it, but I'm going to make it a little bit more obvious, make it a 4.0 level. So let's see if we get the IFEG here. Yeah, this looks like we're going to dump. Not going to lie. I think we're going to get a market sell-off here. At least to this low. I think it's just going to be a big push down today. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, guys, pretty boring day, I'm not gonna lie. We had some great setups in the morning, and now it's a macro time, but, you know, so many good setups have happened. But I still do think this is probably gonna sell off here to this 4-hour FEG, and then sell side as well, right? This target right here. Because everybody that's been long, like I said, I've said this many times, and I'm very confident that we're going to these equal highs, this buy side, and this daily fair value gap. But the algorithms don't like to just let moves happen and everybody that was long to make money. So they're going to want to try and stop people out by taking it below this internal low right here and rebalancing the market a little bit. So that's why I think that the draw in the short term is going to be this low. This is NQ, obviously, but the same applies to QQQ, S&P 500. Wherever this low is on QQQ and S&P, wherever that correlates to, I think that is where the market's short-term draw is. We take that out, stop people who are long, balance this fair value gap right here on this big green candle, and then we can continue higher to this daily fair value gap, these equal highs, these two sets of equal highs, this set of equal highs. And then maybe from here we take these out and then we sell off, but that's here nor there. When I get this trade, that's when I go long. I swing longs to take out this daily fair value gap. Tesla rejecting nicely from this hourly. Yo, by the way, if you're in this chat, show yourself. I'm kind of bored, and I want to know if you're in this chat. Like, why do you watch streams? Are you a trader, investor, long-term trader, day trader? Are you learning? What's your situation like? I want to know. Unless you've been here before and I already know who you are. I can see you there, bro. Man or lady. There's two people watching. Bob's one of them, and he's a guy. So the other person has not liked this the stream, first of all, and you haven't explained to me who you are, which I'm curious. So if you're in this chat, let me know who you are. Day trader, long-term trader, you can type in the chat. Regular investor, I'm curious. Yeah, Bob, I know you, bro, but we're talking about the other person that's in the stream. There's two people watching, not just me and you here today. Yeah, so many people are missing out on the sauce. The amount of knowledge that I think and value that I bring as far as ICT and just market analysis, I think is understated. Not as many people as I'd like on X. I have like, I don't know, like almost 1,300 followers on X. But most of them don't trade during the day. They're like long-term investors and they just like to hear my insight, but you know, they don't really have time to be going on live streams. They're all employed. So yeah, looks like the other person in the stream doesn't want to let us know who they are. You don't have to tell me your name. Just tell me, you know, are you a trader, investor? I'm curious to know. A, how you found the stream, and B, what do you do as far as the stock market is concerned? Like, what is the value of watching somebody live doing analysis? So yes, other person in the stream. You don't have to tell me your name, but let me know what you do. Not you, Bob. Not you, Bob. All right, so Tesla's still rejecting. NQ is still rejecting like I thought. Okay, we're still rejecting. Yeah, I mean, I'd hope to see Tesla trade a little bit further into this 1 hour FEG, ideally. I don't know if it will, but, you know, hopefully we get something out of it. If NQ has further follow through and we take out a lot of this LRLR, then I think we can definitely see some more short-term dumps, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a broader term sell-off, like I said earlier today. This 3-minute was used as a rejection block, and this is kind of like a bearish breaker. High, low, higher, high. High, low, higher, high. There's a breaker right here that we rejected from, plus the IFEG. I think that's going to bring us down to some of these lows. Let's look on the hourly quick and see if there's anything here. Not much, but like this was just a very weird set of up close candles. So yeah, I'd like to see a broader term sell-off here, and then we could take longs after we get this sell side. But yeah, so that's that. I'm going to play chess on the other half of the screen. Okay, guys. See if we can edit this. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. All right, there we go. Done. All right, perfect. Yo, other person in the chat. Are you mute? Are you deaf? Can you hear me? Talk to me, bro, or man or lady. What do you do? Are you a trader, investor? What do you do? Curious. And yes, I know Bob's status. This is part of trading, guys. Trading is boring. Anyone that tells you that trading is exciting or fun, they're either lying to you or they're degenerate gamblers. It's one or the other. It can't be anything else. It is one or the other. Cannot be anything else. Wow, he resigned. All right, broader term sell-off seems to be working, like I said. Are we getting follow through with Tesla? Let's see. Somewhat. Take me home. Oh, take me home. Oh, 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 oh. Take me home. No, no. Oh, 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 oh. See how this is doing. Yeah, just like I said, guys, we're selling off. I think we're taking out this internal low. And then maybe we come down and take out this internal low right here. So let's mark that as sell side real quick. We will mark that as sell side with a red line. I think that's the draw right now. And then hopefully we can get down to here. And hopefully we'll enter this 50% level and this fair value gap. And that will be the winner in my eyes. The winner chicken dinner on the hourly. But we might even be able to test this fair value gap right here also. So just a forewarning, we could get there too. So those are my two areas. This whole general area is where I would start to swing some longs if we get some kind of crazy volatility later today. Yeah, so that's what I see. That is what I see. That's what I see. That's what I see in the markets today. That's what I see. That is what I see in the markets today. Okay, so the good news is that when I moved my computer over to this area, my Wi-Fi got significantly better. So I'm going to do my live streams here from now on. Yeah, so. All right, guys. Not a huge fan of what I'm seeing right now. And it's getting late here. So I think what I'm going to do is cut the stream off here. I wish you guys the best of luck trading. If we get down to this area, I will look to sell some puts on Tesla, because that should give us a broader term sell-off down to this area. And after that, I will ride markets long. So let's see what happens, guys. But that's it. I'm done streaming. Thanks so much for joining. If you